What if I told you that right now, Gen Z is beating millennials at building credit scores? Not by a little, by a lot. New FICO data from just 11 hours ago shows something shocking about how the youngest adults are approaching credit cards. Here's the data that changes everything. 25% or more of Gen Z adults with any credit history have opened at least one new credit card in the last 12 months. That's the highest rate of any age group right now. But here's what's really interesting. They're not just opening cards randomly. They're approaching credit with intention, not like millennials who often got their first card because a bank offered it on campus or because they needed it for an emergency. Gen Z is researching, comparing, and choosing cards that fit specific financial goals. And this intentional approach is paying off in their FICO scores. While the average millennial credit score hovers around 680, Gen Z adults with at least 3 years of credit history are already hitting 690 to 710. That's beating millennials at their own game. So what's the secret sauce? Three things. First, they're starting earlier. The average Gen Z gets their first credit product at age 20 compared to millennials at 22. Those 2 extra years of credit history matter more than you think. Second, they're using credit utilization smarter. While millennials often maxed out cards or carried balances, Gen Z is keeping utilization below 30% from day one. Some are even using the 15% rule, never using more than 15% of their available credit. Third, and this is the big one, they're not afraid of credit cards. Millennials grew up during the 2008 financial crisis, seeing credit as dangerous. Gen Z sees it as a tool. They're opening cards for specific benefits, cash back on groceries, travel points, building credit history intentionally. But here's what millennials can learn right now. It's not too late. If you're a millennial with mediocre credit, you can implement these exact strategies today. Start by looking at your credit utilization. Can you pay down balances to get below 30%? Then think about your next card intentionally. Don't just take whatever offer comes in the mail. What specific financial goal are you trying to achieve? Travel? Cashback? Building credit mix? Choose a card that serves that purpose. And here's the most important lesson from Gen Z's success. Consistency beats intensity. It's better to have one card you use responsibly for 5 years than to open and close 3 cards in that same time. Payment history and account age are 35% and 15% of your FICO score respectively. So let me ask you this. Which generation's approach describes your credit behavior? Are you the intentional Gen Z planner or the reactive millennial? And more importantly, what's one change you can make this week to be more intentional with your credit? Drop a comment below telling me which generation's credit approach you identify with most. And what's one credit goal you're working toward right now? I read every single comment,